Hello ladies and gentlemen, CornishLAD here, and welcome back to HOI4, welcome to a mod, but I have a mod series actually, first of hopefully many, possibly not, but I have a quick explanation for you. I apologise I've been gone for a while, I've been very absent. Work has kind of taken up a lot of my time, especially through the Christmas periods, but also the other reason is live streaming on Twitch has also taken up a massive amount of time because I extremely enjoy it. If you don't know I have a Twitch channel, then it's twitch.tv/CornishLAD. Go on there, follow me. I do live stream a few times. I might be live streaming as well. I do like late nights. It's kind of the only time I can do. It's a bit because of work and all that. It's a bit of a long story, but yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. I love it doing live stream. I love Twitch. So yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm back here. I haven't forgot about this fully. I know I'm just not doing it as much. So if you also have subscribed, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell right next door to it. The Big Ben bell, as I call it, notifies you when a video comes out whenever I have uploaded a video. But apart from that, enough of the wombling on. Let's get on with this. Yes, welcome back to HOI4, unfortunately, but it is a mod. Fuhrerreich, Legacy of the Great War. And if you don't know, it's a massive kind of, I don't know whether to say it's an alternate history one. It's pretty much what the Allies have won World War I, but the whole of Germany is completely changed. Right, so there's no Hitler. There's no Hitler in this mod whatsoever. It's a complete overhaul. This is a complete massive change. There is Lenin, of course. Not the Tsar. Not the Tsar, but he does. I think no. The Tsar doesn't exist yet. But you have what's called Adam Dressler, the new and a Volkist government, hence the flag. And it's completely different. Weird as it is, but they have recently updated it. Iran's got a focus tree, but we've also got some countries in China as well. The French Governor and the Zhili Clique, which have also got their own focus tree. So it's Japan, there's the Czech state, the Swiss, the usual Britain, France, Italy, and the US. Let's go to the world map and show you what I mean. Spain is just complete utter clusterfuck. It's just that's just a mess. The Ottomans are a bit squeezed in. That's Iran. They have their own focus tree. There's revolt going on in India. That's China, as it should be. Quite normal. The Russian Republic exists over here. I don't know if they have their own focus tree. I think they do. I haven't played them once. So Japan does, and all that. Japan, you've got the whole of British Empire, the French Empire, but the factions have completely changed. France is in their own little faction, so is Britain. I think the Germans make their own, possibly so is Lenin, I'm not too sure. But the state of Iran is under military rule. But I think today we will have the Zhili Clique. We're going to play a minor nation which has pretty much nothing from the beginning, but we're going to make them great. So here we go. We're going to remake China. I think we are. I don't know how this is going to go. No one knows. Nobody knows. No one knows. So, the Far to the East Part 1. I'll try and make this quick as I can, I hope. Give me a second, I need a drink for this. Ugh. Sorry about that. The Zhili Clique. Once we were the greatest warlord state in China. Yep, the entirety of China is just made of warlords. China had yet seen. Now but a rump state, seemingly on its last legs. The formation of the Zhili Clique was one of discrimination towards officers of the former Beiyang government, which has led our clique in particular, having very loose ties between its members. Our journey towards greatness started in the leadership of Feng Guozhang. In 1917, when the Shang Tsung's restorationist forces marched on Beijing to restore the Qing dynasty to the throne. Feng Guozhang, who at the time was acting vice president of the republic, was sworn in as acting president following this. The Zhili Clique, led by Duan Quri, I think. I might have mispronounced that, I do apologise. And the Zhili Clique emerged as the dominant forces in China. Feng's term ran out in late 1918 and he would go on to die in 1919. The new leader of the clique would now be Cao Kun. Patience with Duan was running out and Wu Peifu and Cao Kun started assembling a military alliance to oppose the Anhui clique, including Zhang Zuolin and the Fengshan clique. Yep. This led to Duan dismissing both Wu Peifu and Cao Kun, even though this was not within his power. He now mobilized his army, and now the National Pacification Army, and moved to attack the Zhili Clique. This is the beginning of the Zhili-Anhui War. The Zhili-Anhui War was where our great leader, Wu Peifu, showed his military prowess and where it became clear how poorly led the Anhui Clique was, as it was defeated in the span of 12 days. 12 days, eh? With all of its forces either surrendering, deserting, or simply being killed. The war resulted in an uneasy coalition between the Zhili and the Fengshan clique. Shortly after, the current president is replaced with Liang Shiyi, or Shiyi, I think, without prior consultation with the Zhili clique, causing a further divide between the two. Not long after, they also reshuffle the cabinet, now with members that are more favourable towards Zhang Zuolin. The Zhili clique disapproves of this, but are overruled. The final straw, however, is when the clique is denied its $3 million military budget, which had previously been agreed to. Wu Peifu and other members of the clique force Liang Shiyi to step down after this. This causes Zhang Zuolin to threaten the Zhili with force, leading to the First Zhili-Fengshan War, another great victory for the Zhili, with a march north only ending when the Japanese decided to step in and broker a peace. The Fengshan planned their revenge intensively for years to come, and then it's part 2, which should arrive at any second, I think. Part 2! I know if this is a bit long, I do apologise, but this is I haven't seen this fully myself. Oh, I'll take a drink. Not my fault. The Second Zhili-Fengshan War leaves an unstable triumvirate of Feng, or Guominzheng, Duan, Anhui, and Zhang, Fengshan. The Fengshan clique eventually started to ask for help from their former enemy, Wu Peifu. They entered into alliance as Wu Peifu was still greatly angered by the betrayal of Feng's Guominzheng. After a division commander from the Fengshan clique defects to the Guominzheng and lays siege to Mukden, the anti-Fengshan war begins. The siege was lifted by the Japanese Kuomintang army, and Guo, the division commander, was killed. The Guominzheng starts to lose soldiers fast and in large numbers, to both deserting and battle, as the KMT, the Kuomintang government, enter the war. The Guominzheng push into the Zhili clique from the west. The KMT made great progress until their attention is split because of a rebellion in Guangdong. In the north, Wu Peifu's forces enter Beijing and turn on their allies of the Fengshan clique, starting the Third Zhili-Fengshan War. Due to the Zhili's war with the KMT, the Japan decide to leave the Fengshan to defend themselves and support the Zhili. However, a ceasefire is quickly announced between the two factions, and the Zhili are surrounded on all sides by the Guominzheng, the KMT, and the warlord Zhang Zongqiang, with the Fengshan being wary of the Zhili's Japanese support. The Zhili, slowly being pushed north, drive the KMT to standstill. Zhang of Fengshan clique now declares himself the Chinese Republic. With his rule of Beijing, neither the Zhili or the KMT are happy about this, but can't do much about it. The war between the two officially ends with the Zhili being a shadow of its former self, with some citing it as a great achievement that they could ever withstand the KMT's might. The Zhili recover of the next few years and eventually declare a fourth Zhili-Fengshan War, quickly recovering Shandong and setting up defensive positions. This war is a huge success for the Zhili, who eventually wins with Japanese backing. After the success of the Zhili Clique, Japan starts to develop its ties with them, trying to add more pawns into the region. The Zhili Clique are now considered an outstanding force in China because they had withstood the might of both the Fengxian and HOI4 without foreign backing. Chao Kun acquires the presidency by bribing the assembly with 5,000 silver dollars each. This only ends up damaging the already shaky foundations of the Republic. As one of his first acts, he tries to pull through the most progressive and democratic constitution yet. It is ignored completely. The Fengxian clique, now allied with the KMT and the Zhili general Feng Yuxiang, after bribing him, Zhang Zuolin leads his troops to the Manchurian border. This is the beginning of the Second Zhili Fengxian War. Okay. I'm guessing a big one. Zhang Zuolin's assaults on Wu Peifu's army were beaten back several times because of the Zhili's entrenched and geographically advantageous position. Then, on the 23rd of October, Feng made his move and launched the Beijing coup, which led to Chao Kun's house arrest and eventually Wu Peifu being forced to flee to central China. Not 1 inch of land to our foes. There we go. I do apologise for that. That was quite very long. And all the butchering. But we must get on with it. So, now that we have actually freaking done a thing. Yes, that was one of the actual freaking focuses. So, what do? We can go down here. Do we go down Wu Peifu's reforms, organise the militias and remind them why we fight? Or Japanese military advisors, which won't go well, increase our military budget with Japanese assistance, and then the Japanese weapons. I think we should do our own industry first, though. Just by the looks of it. I don't know. Trying to think what we can do first, but I'm guessing it's the only thing. Ooh, shit! It's the only thing we can do properly. So we'll do that one first, and so it begins. So we wait for the world to have a look, but first we're going to build our own armies because we have, of course, the KMT right down south here, and we've got the Fengxian right up north, and a piece of British territory over there. Why? Dirty. So, can we not select half and assign half, right? So that's 7 plus that can be an army. I can go up with that border here. This with the rest go on this border here. So we've got ourselves set up, as we should. The military committee. Oh, a clique of traitors. Oh, really? Oh. So now we got that sorted. Let's have the boys. Then get ready, and we need to assign generals. We need to assign generales. 2 level 3 ones will have that. Thanks very much. Oh, right. So here we go. I haven't got this far. Right, the committee begins. All of our officers have gathered in our military headquarters to finally decide on the Doctrine of Warfare. This is to be used in the coming war against the the Fengxian clique. 2 plans have been proposed. One by Sung Chongfan, Wu Peifu's protege and trusted general. One by Wu Peifu. Sun's plan suggests if we manage to get superior weapons with more destructive capability than that of the French clique, they wouldn't stand a chance against our army. Wu, however, thinks our weapons secondary to the leadership of troops, believes we should focus on enforcing stricter authority within our army, especially within the betrayal of Fengxian and memory. So it seems to be more in favour of the plan which doesn't involve giving away more of our own power. I think a well-equipped army is much preferable. Perfect, right. Have we... There we go. Right, okay. It's a bit difficult to decide. That's all. So, our own border with the south isn't going to go very well. So, we should start recruiting. What's our logistics? Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, there goes King George V. Yes, if I'm right. Function government. Iffy. The bandit issue. It's always a bandit issue. KMT. I tried playing the KMT once actually on this, and they don't have a proper focus tree, which is a bit of a nuisance. Indian revolt still goes on. Iran, which I was considered playing. He's got to update his navy. They're just crazy. So, oh yes, that's what happens in the Ottoman Empire. It's not Kerensky's freaking assassinated or whatever. Oh no, Trotsky, that was it. Now, faction-wise, I think there's a bit more than just one. Here we go. So I think, if I'm right, there's about 4. Now I don't know why this is. There is a timeline. If you go to the official mod page, which I'll put for a link in a description below. I'll put the link in the description below. They do have in there an actual timeline which is still in work in progress, but it explains what happens later after World War One. But there is 4, if I am right. 4 alliances. I am right, aren't I? Yes. So the Imperial Protection Alliance, the Continental Entente. So the Imperial Protection Alliance is the entirety of the British Empire. The Continental Entente, which is technically the whole of the French Empire and Italy. The Stahlpakt is Germany, or the rebirth of Germany, and Holland. And of course the Third International is the entirety of Russia. So, well, almost the entirety of Russia, Soviet Russia almost. So it's a bit crazy. I don't know why, but there is a timeline, proper timeline, yeah, in the page for the mod. A troika is found in the Soviet Union. After the death of Lenin, Molotov, Bahrain, and Zinoviev have formed. Oh, after the death of Lenin, this geezer, that geezer, and that geezer have formed a troika to oppose Trotskyite takeover. But after Trotsky was exiled, decided to form an alliance with Trotsky because I have no clue. My brain's already gone, what? Claim a new republic, but we need to own all of that, northern China, the south, Shaanxi, all that. So we need to. So in truth, us, a small Zhili clique, has to go and eat the entirety of the Kuomintang government, Sichuan clique, Yunnan clique, Shaanxi, the Ma clique, Xinjiang, as well as Tibet, and also the Fengshun government. I say government, it's the governmency. They're not annexed by Japan. Well, they're not a puppet of Japan. A strange interim. Hey? Without touring Beijing today, weird, Zhang Zuolin, the erstwhile leader of the Fengshun governorcy, was shot dead. Oh, by Japanese loyalists. Ah, good. Under the banner of the Concordia Association. Beijing, which came to be part of the Fengshun only some short years ago, served as a shining example of China's commitment to both the past and future, as well as the de jure capital of the state itself. Most strangely, Zuolin was in the capital that day discussing the warming of relations between the Fengshun government and the Empire of Japan. The touring of speeches, which have marked one of Zuolin's most salient actions while in power, have been considered by many be one of the most important political events in China in the past few years. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, China's going to go into chaos. We all know. We all know. A rural reconstruction movement's taken root in China that seeks to rebuild the very foundations of Chinese society. The so-called rural reconstruction movement aims to not only rebuild the declining economy at macro levels, but also improve the lives and productivity of the rural workers. Emphasizing importance of modernisation, blah 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 blah. Yes, a conceivable, a good goal. Yeah, a good goal. Could nationalise foreign industries. That'd be quite a good idea, but we need to. Hold on, we are under the autocrats, aren't we? Yeah. Spiritual Revolution Society. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, good grief. And it begins. Yep, that's what happens when the Kuomintang just kills itself. So you've got the National Revolutionary Army here of China, the authoritarian democrats, the Guangdong Clique, the Zhili Clique, the Guomindang Clique as well. Oh, it's our former general bastard. I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, because that's KMT, I think, there as well. Yeah, it's KMT. So it's great playing as China. So I think we're going to end it here, ladies and gentlemen. It's fantastic. It's been fantastic, isn't it? Okay, so we'll end it here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're off to a grand start. We managed to learn the background of the Zhili Clique. We know our great rivals are the Fengshan Governorcy. Oh no, it's not the Governorcy anymore. It's a state. Ooh, they've changed. Wow, the National Populace. Ooh. Union elimination. Where's that? State culture. Oh, they've gone down that way. The power of unions elimination. Blah blah blah. War ideology. Oh, 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 oh. This could go big. I think I might die early. So we could have the same. I don't know. No. So we've seen the Indian revolt be quashed. We've seen the Fengshan leader get assassinated in Beijing by a Japanese royalist. Nice. Great idea. King George V has died, so Eddie VIII's in charge. And Iraq's just doing nothing at the minute. And the great Kuomintang of Chiang Kai-shek has completely smashed to the bits. So it's going great in China. This is going to be fun. So yeah, let's see what happens in very soon. I hope you can join me in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not subscribed, then hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell for when I upload another video. I hope to continue this for a good while. I hope the YouTube channel stays for a while. I have been live streaming more. Speaking of Twitch, come and catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/CornishLAD. Yeah, it's I'm already enjoying this, even though this mod got updated literally I think today. This is quite fun. I really enjoy this now. You never know, the Zhili Clique could reclaim the whole of China. You never know. You never know, don't you? If so, then thank bloody God. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And I'll see all of you lot in the next video. Cheerio, chat.